Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to MHF. We're here with Mr. Paz, who has been ducking the smoke because Arsenal keep winning. That's why he's been ducking the smoke, because Arsenal keep winning. 7 goals in the last 2 games, of course, by Arsenal, but Liverpool are falling off. Man City are winning, which means Arsenal are not going to win the league. That's the narrative that is happening. If Man City win games, Arsenal aren't winning the league. We know that, of course, but were Man City good against Liverpool? Were they that good? Has it changed? The momentum has changed completely now that everyone thinks that Man City are winning the league. There is something that I don't know. Every time I'm opening YouTube, big up everyone that is here. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. Every time I'm opening Twitter now, or I'm opening anything, I see what's her name?
Oh, Enioluco.
Enioluco. Yeah. Oh my word.
She's taking on the world right now. She's taking on the world. She is taking on the world right now.
I actually didn't know what she is. Like, I knew who she is. I saw her before. Like, I knew her because of the viral clip when she slipped and said he scored like 50 goals in 100 games. That's 1 goal every 90 minutes.
Yeah,
and then now I'm hearing Ian Wright against her on all this stuff. And then she did a talk sport this morning about with Simon Jordan. And she's getting a lot of heat actually from people. A lot of heat for some whatever reason. I don't know. I know it's the problem with the situation, Paz, is that people get sensitive about it. And I don't know. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I do think she's just wrong, like from the base of argument. But where she's gone wrong, like mainly, is you've gone for, like, the first person you started getting onto is Ian Wright, bro. Like, he's the guy that everyone loves in football. Like, even if she was right and you started cussing Ian Wright, like, probably, like, the general perception wouldn't be to agree with you. And I know she said the Rooney thing is like, she said a lot of things. The Rooney thing is, again, like, it's actually not wrong, because in women's football, she is a boot, like, she was a booter, and she was booting off.
And I never watch her. I never watch her play. I never watch women's football. I don't know anything about women's football. Probably I watch only, there was a World Cup final between France and USA about like years ago. Something like this. And that was fun to watch. I don't know what she said, as far as she just said that there should be only women commentating on women's football. That's what she said. There shouldn't be men involved then.
Again, but like, That's the thing. Like,
And then she named Nedum Onua. They are right. And I'm like, what are you doing?
bruv, like she's cornering all the wrong. Like she started with like all of the wrong. Like you should have just started. You should have stayed with Joey Barton and these type of people.
Yes, yeah, like go on Joey Barton. Go on these people. Why are you going? Why do you go for Ian Wright?
I also just don't agree with the fact that it should be a new women's panel, because if we're agreeing that there should be diversity on men's football, then it only benefits you to have these names around women's football. Like these don't get me wrong,
I don't care if it's a woman commentating. I don't care if it's a man. As long as you're fucking entertaining. Because listen, commentators should be entertaining. This is why there are some commentators that people love to listen to, and I'm like, they're boring. They're so slow. They're like monotone. Like they are like I think Jim Biglin is one of them for me. I like Peter Drury. I like Stephen Warnock. I like. There's a lot of them that I like, and I don't care if you're a man, woman. It doesn't matter for me. You know what I mean? As long as you're entertaining and you can describe the game, I don't care.
I want a new generation of commentators. Like, I think there is room. I feel like everything else is changing. Like,
one of my dreams was to be a commentator, actually, when I was young. I used to be very good. I used to be very good at it.
You'd fit in with those people that say, go, 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 go. I can see you doing that.
Like, I used to, like, I love commentators, of course. Like, I used to, like, I wanted to be a commentator. And then it didn't.
He wasn't so biased, Gary Neville. Because I know Arsenal fans that hate Gary Neville. But I actually
he's very
Gary
good.
Neville if he wasn't so biased, because he's extremely knowledgeable. It's just that you can tell that he's just emotional. Like, all of his takes are too emotional. Like, if he was more impartial, I would love Gary Neville.
I don't think so. I actually think that Gary Neville sometimes have agendas, but sometimes he's very. So let me give you an example, which is part of our show, guys. Hit that like button, people. But until Husam has a little bit of a headache, he's coming on the show. I'm gonna tell you something. I did a video pass after the Man City versus Arsenal game about what people said. And I thought Gary Neville was very fair. But for some whatever reason, people took what he said and they twisted it into an agenda. You know what I mean? He literally said that Arsenal are still the strongest team in the league, but they have to look over their shoulder because this is unexpected. I don't think he said anything mad. No one expected. Not even Man City fans expected Man City to go to Anfield and fucking win. Like, so it changes the narrative a little bit that Man City won.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
Let's be honest. You didn't expect Man City to go to Anfield and win. You said best case scenario. Everyone said best case scenario is a draw. Don't change the narrative.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna disagree with.
Oh my God! There we go.
I'll tell you why I disagree with you. Because if we're looking at what it is from paper, we have been getting onto Liverpool all year. We have been talking about them being the bummiest, biggest failures in the league. We cannot now say that Man City have gone there and caused an upset. We're not like that. Now we're changing the narrative, because if people are telling me second half of the season City, and now they've gone and won at Anfield, which isn't the Anfield that it used to be. Let's not pretend like they've gone over and steamrolled Liverpool. That's not what happened. So now I think we're changing the narrative to just give Man City credit all the time. Like, we're constantly doing this thing where we keep reviving the Man City high.
No.
They've gone to a shithole and they've got a result. Like, well done. You should. You're pet with all these. You just spent 500 million.
What is this? Well, you're an agenda merchant, because if you say that, I'm gonna respond to you. Okay, I let you speak. So let me talk. I let you speak. Let me talk then. It doesn't matter if Man City are good or bad. We agree that Man City are bad. They won one game this year in the Premier League, and it was against Wolves at the Etihad. Okay? So we agree before this game, Man City fumbled against Chelsea, fumbled against Forest, fumbled against Spurs, and completely got dominated. Spurs were the team that closer to win. Liverpool were in a not winning streak, like in an undefeated streak until the Bournemouth game, where they lost the game because of a throw-in at the end, right? and the game could have gone either way, and it was away at Bournemouth. At that time, if you're looking at how Man City are playing football versus how Liverpool are playing football, the game was supposed to suit Liverpool to win, and Man City were going into that game inferior, right? Way inferior. The reason why is not because Liverpool are good or bad, it's because Man City looked shit against a weaker team than Liverpool. They look terrible. Hold on. So Man City go in there. Okay, context now. Man City go to Anfield. They dominate the first half. They create one clear-cut chance, which is Kirk's clear. And then oh my God, the domination in the location, what Deji says all the time about, you know what, we dominated Liverpool, but they created one chance, right? So basically, you did what you did to Chelsea, which is you got one goal. You did what you did to Spurs. Comes the second half, complete domination from Liverpool for 35 minutes. Utter domination, right? And Liverpool scored. At that time, most teams in the world, head down, I lost the game, there is no fight back, I'm at Anfield, the crowd is up, we beat Man City, it's a brilliant free kick. For them to fight back in the 84th minute, and then after this, go for it, I have to praise the mentality of that team. It changes how I look at that game. I agree with you on one point. Man City were not scintillating as people wanted to be. They weren't. They weren't magnificent in the game. They didn't pepper.
Once you're done, I'm going to explain to you why all of this doesn't even mean anything.
It means a lot for them.
Let me explain why.
I finished. That is my take. I finished.
Perfect. All I've been reading is this brilliant Man City team drops the lead from 9 points to 6. The lead was never 9 points. Never at any point. We had a game in hand, and all they done was won the same time as us. People are acting like we've dropped points and they've closed this gap that never existed. Like this is what I say. Like the coverage of this, people telling me it's not biased is actually weird. And you refusing to acknowledge that, bro, you might as well jump on the train and say it as well, brother. Like the way people are, if Pep farts, people are talking about it like it's revolutionary. The way he farted, he bent 45-degree angle, bent over and let it out slowly. Everyone else, they push it out too quickly. This is what it's getting mental, brother. And let's also be honest, bro. There's also the narrative of...
Not everything is an agenda, Paz. Not everything is an agenda, Paz. Not everything is an agenda.
Paz, not everything Mo just said is an agenda. No one, let's be honest, no one expected City to win at Anfield.
What?
For me and Mo, Paz, chill. Me and Mo, you need to understand something. For me and Mo, and I am speaking for him here, but he will agree. For me and Mo, this doesn't change anything. We still think Arsenal will win the league. So you're not speaking to someone who's going like, oh my God, Arsenal.
We didn't change our opinion, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. That doesn't change my opinion. Like even when facing Arsenal and facing City still give you chances, bro. Arsenal don't give you chances, even from a Liverpool perspective. Like Liverpool for a 30-minute period, from minute 45 until minute 75. Let's be honest, we could have scored about 3-4 goals. We just missed our chances. Now, Ekitike missed a header and he missed the chance that Verts created and Verts shot it straight at the guy. There were 3 to 4 moments where we could have scored.
Okay, Mo, what's changed?
I'm going to tell you, nothing changed other than one thing. Let me give you, I want to give you guys an example of what changed. I agree. I don't agree. It's like 50%. I will explain, Paz, why the lead.
Yeah, sorry for that. So my point is, you have chances. One thing Mo pointed out, and the thing is with Mo is, sorry, say that again.
No, go ahead.
He was talking to his family, Akhi.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad.
I'm
listening to, shout out to Mo's wife, wallahi. She's giving me medical advice and I'm listening, so big up. The thing is with this whole thing, it doesn't change my opinion, because one thing Mo pointed out a month ago, and this is the problem. This is why I'm sorry I have to mention this. This is why when we say some people on YouTube just don't analyze football and they analyze agendas, and they do the agenda thing that Paz is saying, but we don't do it, is people will just come here and go like, Mo's glazing Arsenal. But listen to what he's saying, Habibi. The problem is, every time Arsenal drop points, they're still the better team on the football pitch. They're still the team with the more dangerous chances. They're still the team that have the creativity. When it comes to the Liverpool game, as an example, the reason why we criticized Arsenal and Arsenal against Liverpool is because they weren't the better team. So we came here and we criticized. We said in the second half, Liverpool were a lot better. But Arsenal were better in the first half, as an example. Now, my thing in the Chelsea game, in the Liverpool City game, for a 30-minute period, have some shame, Sonra. For a 30-minute period, Liverpool could have put 3 or 4 past Manchester City.
Liverpool in the 30-minute period created more clear cut than the City created before that, by the way.
For me, we played Arsenal 2 90-minute games. Probably in the 180 minutes put together, we didn't create as much chances as we did.
Even though Liverpool were more in control, huh? Even though Liverpool were more in control.
So that's the thing for me. I'm not changing my mind. However, the part where I will credit Manchester City, you're 1-0 down away at Anfield.
80-something minutes.
Coming back at a place you haven't won in 30 years, bro. So it's not...
So
I can do both things. I can still say Arsenal will win the league, but also give them praise for winning at Anfield. Both things is what I'm doing right
now. Yeah, before Paz comes in, you ask me what changed. There is a very important point that you pointed out, and I said it on my video. I said the lead was 6 points before this game week, and it's still 6 points after this game week, with Arsenal improving the goal difference. I agree with that. However, Paz, let me give you another example, okay? If Liverpool and Arsenal are in a title race, okay? If Liverpool and Arsenal are in a title race, and the difference is 3 points between them, and Arsenal are going to play away at the Etihad. Okay, so there's a game week. This game week, Arsenal are Liverpool are 3 points ahead of Arsenal. But this game week, Liverpool play Wolves at home, but Arsenal go away at the Etihad. But the difference is 3 points. If Arsenal go away at the Etihad,
John, I have a dream that you actually listen to what we're saying and respond to it. No one is saying that Liverpool deserve to win the game. I'm saying is the difference when you're playing Manchester City and the difference when you're playing Arsenal is you don't get these chances against Arsenal, but you get them against Manchester City. But once again, John, the Man United fan, misses the point and makes it about Liverpool when this conversation is actually about Arsenal. Go ahead, Mo.
So, Paz, the facts are, logically speaking, at that game week, if Arsenal are going away at the Etihad, remember, you're on a title race with Liverpool, that Liverpool fans would think that at this point, the difference will be either 6 points or 5 points, because logically speaking, Arsenal will lose at the Etihad. If Arsenal go to the Etihad and win, in that title race, Arsenal gain 3 points because it's not expected for them to go to the Etihad and win. No one expected Man City to go to Liverpool and win. The fact that they won, this is plus 3 points for Man City that weren't on the board. When people were doing math, when people were at the calculators and saying, this game we assume that City will win, this game we assume Arsenal win, this game we assume Arsenal will drop points. For example, which is to know I'm fair, Newcastle away for Arsenal weren't counted on the board for 3 points for you. So in the title race, you gain 3 points there on your opposition. The reason why? Because Man City lost that game. Man City went away to Newcastle and lost. So I will point plus 3 Arsenal. In this game, it's plus 3 Man City because everyone assumed that the difference between 8 points or 9 points.
Let Paz respond now. I think we've explained that. I want to hear what his response is. What part do you think we're waffling about? I want to understand.
First of all, this is the point that you lot have missed. I haven't even said you're waffling. I haven't said you're chatting.
You said we have agenda mentions, you fraud. You said we have agenda mentions.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I let you talk.
I am already proving you wrong. I am proving you wrong.
Let me talk.
I am proving you wrong. I'm proving you wrong.
Let me talk. Let me talk.
Right.
Anyway, I'm learning new words now that I'm in a new country.
He is top of the league, to be fair. So
yeah, make sure you get down there.
Fucking top of the league was more. More points.
In the Champions League, get down there. Anyway, you're making me get aggressive for no reason. This is not supposed to be one of those things.
It's not aggressive. It's not an aggressive. It's an objective, logical stream. There is no aggressiveness here.
Chill out here. You know what I mean? Let's all just calm down. My point here is, and it's not even necessarily what your opinion was before the game. Like, I think if someone said to me, I think Man City is going to win, I wouldn't even call you a madman. If you said I think Liverpool's going to win, I wouldn't call you a madman. Whatever you said prior to that game, I actually don't care. My point is how every single time Man City win a game, it's like it's negative on the board for Arsenal. When in my head, what the hell has changed? Man City still looks shaky, and they beat another shaky team.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so for me, like a lot of every single time something happens, okay, I'll put it this way. I feel like this week, genuinely, nothing has happened. Like nothing's changed, nothing's happened. If anything, I'm a bit more happy with the way that Arsenal have played, and I think you could say Man City showed character to come back. Outside of that, what has actually changed? It's still 6 points.
No. Mentality.
What mentality? They've won one game all year.
The belief.
Because they won one game when they
respond. All what you said are facts, but you asked what changed. You don't think. Okay, so the question is a very straight question, and you ask. You don't. I'm gonna ask. Do you think that Man City being 1-0 down at Anfield in the 80th minute and come back at Anfield, win and do the double over Liverpool for the first time in like 80-something years, you don't think that gives them belief that they can go on a run and change things?
Listen, again, we can say that it's a confidence booster. I'm cool with
that's what everyone is saying.
No, but that's not what they're saying. If a Man City fan said, you know what, I watched my team against Liverpool and I think, you know what, we don't look as disgraceful as what we did in other games. That's cool. But let's not forget the disgrace was last game. So let's not do that. The disgrace that you are unhappy with was literally last week. It wasn't 2 months ago. You're in the month now of disgrace. So let's not. This is my problem is when Arsenal do something good, the sentiment doesn't change heavy. But when Man City do something,
you're lying.
The sentiment, you're
sorry. I said you're lying. I said you're lying. You know what I mean by you're lying. You're lying. You're changing. You're choosing to see what you want to see.
No, people are changing their opinion.
Yeah, you create a score 2 goals. And I don't want this to be a shouting match. I don't want to be a shouting match. Can I prove you wrong in one? I'm not going to go in a monologue. I'm not going to go in a monologue. Paz, I'm not going to go in a monologue. That point respond to it. You said when Arsenal do good things, people don't change. You could score 2 goals and people said he's going to go now in the run.
Paz, why are you lying?
Oh, wait.
You know, Paz, I clocked it with Paz. Paz sees like 2-3 people on Twitter and he gets mad and he says it to us. What does this have to do with me? I've been pro Arsenal all season.
Hold on. I don't see anyone on Twitter, first of all, because I don't have Twitter. Let's get that message across. Second of all, if man are breading Gyökeres now, let's be honest. If I was doing it, I'm trolling. I am trolling. That's me. That would be me trolling. And I was gonna come on here.
You think people are trolling?
Rude boy. We're not. This is my main overarching problem. One game. How can one game change your whole opinion? And you've just watched 90 minutes.
But I thought he's the best forward. I thought he's better than Haaland in 2026. He scored in the last 7 games.
Right now, he's the best striker in the world. No one else scored a brace. I could do that. I can really come and say last week he was the best striker in the world. I could really come and do the troll thing. I can do it. Let me know because I'm on it. I could really come in here doing all of this. I could have done that. I really could have come in and been disingenuous. I could have.
What was the Gabriel celebration?
Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do
that. Gabriel did this.
Right?
Gabriel is an idiot. He tried to banter.
What did Gabriel put on his eye?
He's just an idiot, bro. He just did the idiot thing.
I don't know why he keeps doing that.
There is no meaning. There is no meaning to this. Like,
is it like the villain of the Batman thing?
No, the villain. Oh, no, there's no villain. Bane has the mask. And Bane is the one who said the word. This means nothing, bro. Gabriel tried to banter him.
I could also say Kai Havertz has come back and revolutionized the team. I could do bare stuff. This is what I'm saying. You lot are lucky I ain't been here this week. You're lucky I've been away because I got bare agendas.
Don't go. Okay, let's be objective. I don't want to go into the ahwa mode. I don't want to you're not responding to Hamza. You're not responding to
monologue. You were on ahwa yesterday because you're a fraud. You'll be there tomorrow, yeah?
I'll be
there. Yes, thank you.
So I don't want to turn this into.
Mo might not be on ahwa, yeah? So we need Paz tomorrow. Let's go.
So I don't want to go into like the reality is did Arsenal see, here is the difference between people. Here is the difference between whatever you want to see. I actually think the tone on Arsenal have changed, at least from my perspective, the people I work with. One of the things I said after the last 2 games is that I like this Arsenal as well. I like how Arteta have released the shackles a little bit. You scored 6 goals from open play. I like that when Havertz comes in, he plays as a second striker. He doesn't drop deep and get involved in the game like Odegaard. I like that he's asking his players to go direct. I like that Arsenal are going more direct than before. They are trying to do things differently. See, things change as well because Arsenal in the last 2 games against Leeds and against, who the fuck did you just smash? Sunderland. I thought that Arsenal were very, very direct, and Arsenal were playing good football, entertaining passes between the lines and all the stuff that happened. A lot of people praised Arsenal. You don't want to see it. It is up to you.
Was that a guaranteed win for us?
Which one? Both games? No, Leeds. This is why.
No, hold on. Sunderland is what I'm talking about.
At home?
Yeah, it's a guaranteed win for us. So on the board, you got 3 points.
Of course, I put 3 points on the board, of course. What? Are you mad? Don't be crazy now. Don't be crazy now. You're playing Sunderland at home. It's a guarantee. It's 90. Okay.
Why does this guy keep trying to fight me? What's he doing? Why are you trying to fight me? All I said was ask the question. I gave you no opinion. This guy's trying to fight me. He's threw a punch through my laptop.
Because you threw. Once I said yes, you did this. You acted like I said something fucking crazy, bro. You acted like I said something crazy. So don't do this shit.
You see, Mo. You know what he does, yeah? So you know what you're like? You're like British media, bro. Sometimes you need something to go back and forth with. So you make something up and then you start arguing with it. When I never even said it. That's what I've clocked about you anyway, bro. You're just like all these Man City fans that pose as other club fans. What you like to do is you want things to be interesting, and I respect it, bro. I respect you want things to be interesting.
What do you mean I want things to be interesting? It is interesting.
You want me to have a strong opinion about something so you can fight.
I don't want you to have any opinion.
You do. You want my opinion.
I don't want you to have any opinion. What is your opinion? What is your opinion?
By the way, me and Mo don't even clip up our guests. You know that, right?
No, I don't do clips.
Val sent me a clip.
You know, I don't do clips. You know, I don't do clips. I don't generate. I don't do heated debate clip, and I don't. Which is fair enough. They are entertaining, Paz. I just don't have time for them because I'm a one-man show here. I don't have somebody to clip my content. To be honest, be my guest if anyone wants.
50% ad revenue, and he's a lazy fuck. So it is.
Be my guest. If you want to clip my content and send it to me, I'll put it on the channel. I'll make money.
50 jerseys, but no clip.
Paz, why? You know, Paz, I realized something with you. You're always on unnecessary smoke. I'll tell you what I mean. Unnecessary.
Seriously, wallah.
You're coming into a show. You're coming into a show with 2 allies. 2 people that clearly want Arsenal to win.
Already made enemies.
It's been made clear. And you treat 2 allies like enemies. I don't get it, bro. Like, it's like me and more like, yeah, so we both still think Arsenal are going to win the league anyway. But just because we say City deserve credit for winning at Anfield, oh my God, I'm clocking what you're doing. What are we doing, yeah?
No. First of all, you keep lumping yourself in with Mo. I could put you in there with him if you want.
No.
You keep lumping yourself in with him, and I said Mo specifically. Yeah, I said Mo specifically.
Look at Mo's face as he's getting accused.
Yeah, so we're clear.
Well, I'm fucking getting grilled on my channel, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I said Mo specifically, and you keep lumping yourself in.
What is wrong with you?
I'm telling you, Mo's a fraud. And Mo is also. Do you know what it is about Mo?
I'm not fraud.
I'll tell you one of the main things, because you see me, I'm an observer. I like to consider myself as someone that is very, very observant. I'm a room reader, and I'm reading you, Mo. I'm reading.
What are you reading? Tell us.
You know why? Because he's like an old pro in the dressing room. I like to see what he's got going on. And one thing about Mo is that he likes to just cause random controversy. And what it looks like is it's me. You're good at that. I see you. I respect game. I respect you. You make it look like it's me that's doing the madness, but it's you, you're pushing the opinions on me, and then people think I'm mad. It's not me, bro. I'm telling you, watch Mo, bro. It's not me. I'm not here to war. That's why people say, look, Mo's a fraud. See, look, it's
See
not
the AC Milan.
This guy's an AC Milan fan. He definitely thinks
I
I'm
agree
a
with him.
fraud.
You're bang on. Mo, you're bang on. Mo, you're bang on. This one, Mo can't decide one day whether he's my guy or my op, and this is my problem.
I'm not nobody's op, and I'm not nobody's guy. I'm not nobody's op.
He's a
I
fair
present.
judge.
I am the fair guy on YouTube. I am the one who analyzes football as I see it. I don't do agendas. I don't do unless to be honest, the only show that sometimes it requires some like instigation and stuff is Ahwa. Just to be honest, because Hamza's there. Hamza's
Yeah, with
there.
Hamza there, you cannot
With
be
Hamza, you have
objective.
to, you know what? You have to fight fire with fire. If Hamza brings like the 1930s and you gotta do something, like you gotta be there, like
In
on El Ahwa.
1977, you beat the team from Northern Ireland, bro. Okay.
Mentions a name I'd never heard of my life. Played football in March of 1978.
For Auxerre.
Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be deadly honest.
Can I ask you something, Paz? How about
No,
you
my
ask
question
us
first.
questions? You ask
My
us
question
questions.
My
You
question
run the
first.
show. Run the
Cool.
show.
I'm at the top. I'm top of the league, top of the Champions League. I do the
Top of
question.
the Champions League.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, let me ask you a question.
Ask
From
the
a
question.
purely content perspective, not your own ego, not your own happiness, not who you want to win. Who would you prefer wins the league?
Arsenal.
I'll answer this in order.
Okay,
Best case
who's-
scenario for
who's-
me. Best case scenario for me, Liverpool. Second best case scenario, Arsenal. Third best case scenario, probably I would say Chelsea. Fourth best case scenario, City. Fifth, Spurs. And 20th, Man United.
No,
That's
that's
the
what he
truth.
wants. Okay, no, that's what he
That's
wants.
the truth.
No.
For content,
Yeah,
let
that's
me tell
not
you
his
something for
question.
content perspective. For me, as a Liverpool-based channel, like most of my subscribers are Liverpool fans. For me, Liverpool is best case scenario, and Arsenal is literally second best case scenario. And Mo will tell you, I'm not waffling about Arsenal being
For
second
me-
best case scenario,
so-
way better than Man City.
I'm
For
gonna
me,
tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
way
I'm gonna tell you.
Because
The
no, Mo. Let me clarify this.
Okay.
For me, as Don Husam, the Liverpool fan, like Mo, it might be a bit different, and he can explain as well. Each channel is different.
I'm not
But for
asking
me-
what you want. He's not asking you what you want.
No, I'm saying no better from a content perspective, bro.
Mm.
If City win the league, you do realize that the day after, the life continues, and the immediate conversation becomes a repetitive conversation until the World Cup. Are you Arteta out? Do you want Arteta gone? Blah blah blah. I cannot do this every stream, bro. It's shit. It's repetitive.
I'm gonna tell you. For content path, I'm gonna tell you from my experience being a content creator for some years. This season, I'm talking about only this season, the number one team to win the league that will make content better is Arsenal. And there are reasons for it. The conversation about Mikel Arteta in or out ends. And now people have to analyze football and it looks better. The league now has three winners: Man City, Man United, and Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. It's better. So next year we're going into the season not knowing who's favorites, who's not favorites, who's gonna win the league, who's not the league. So in the summer, the conversation is very exciting. Can Man City win it back? Can Liverpool go back to challenge Arsenal? Can Arsenal retain it?
We'll have
It's
so much
amazing. It's absolutely like we can have a whole summer. Every show is different than the one before because it's very good.
Only one we ignore is Spurs.
Yeah, of course. The second team that it will be interesting to win the league, but it's not realistic. It's not realistic. Is Chelsea. If Chelsea win the league, but it's not realistic and it's not happening. So let's put that. There is for obvious reason. Chelsea haven't won it since 2017. It's the same reasons for Arsenal. But the conversation becomes Liam Rosenior comes in, the new manager, blah, 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 all this talk. The third one is Manchester United. Right? Manchester United win the league. I don't think people are ready for Man United being good in social media days. Genuinely, you don't understand.
Yeah,
Bro, I did YouTube. I don't think you did YouTube. I did YouTube when Ten Hag came third. Just third, bro. Just third.
Oh, God.
Oh my, that summer, Paz. That summer, number one, that summer was the best for content. Okay, just to let you know. That summer was ridiculous in terms of Man United will win the league. They requested Man United to win the league the year after, right? they spoke about Man United have the best window, blah blah blah. So people are not ready for Man. That's why I want Man United to be close to the top. I don't like Man United to win the league. It's because I don't like them, but I don't hate them. But if Man
But here's
United,
the thing. Sorry, Mo. There's something important to clarify. Be fair. I will be fair, and I'll answer your question. When you say about negativity, you need to understand something, and I'll explain this to you from my perspective. Arsenal fans and fans in general don't want to hear me criticize Arsenal. Meaning, I'll explain to you what I mean. If you're a Chelsea fan and your team lost, you're immediately going to Carefree Lewis, you're going to Matisse, you're going to Don, you're going to CB. You're not coming to me. If Liverpool lost, everyone's coming to me. That's the difference. There is a key difference here. If Liverpool win a game, as a Liverpool fan, now you're going to go listen to the rivals. But if Liverpool lose a game, you ain't going to listen to the rivals. That's the truth. That's
what people don't know.
The key difference that many people don't understand. Yes, I will have fun on Ahwa and blah, blah, blah. But from a content perspective, it's different. You want to know who people will, like the ones that if Arsenal, let's say, lose the league, people will flock to the negative Arsenal fans. You were right. You should sack Arteta, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Not
but
us.
But I want to tell you guys the problem with me and negativity, right? The media destroyed the media, and the new way of analyzing football and banter destroyed how people view things. As Husam said, if Arsenal lose tomorrow, or Man United lose, or Chelsea lose, and I try to analyze them fairly, because I'm not a supporter of that club, people will absolutely, right away, their first reaction is, you have an agenda, you aren't fair about analyzing my team.
Correct.
So they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen. Back in the days, before everything, the banter and the everything is about banter, if you like Judge Mo, let me just give you, if you like Paz as a football analyst, and you believe that Paz is an honest person, you would want to hear Paz analyze every team, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, it doesn't matter. Nowadays, because everything is an agenda-driven, people will never believe that Husam is fair, which is something that people don't, like, for example, people cannot believe that Husam speak his mind about Man United. They block their brain in the first second. They block their brain. Like, people will never believe that Paz can analyze. For example, Chelsea, fairly. No, you have an agenda. You're not fair. Tab, listen to what he's saying first before you actually see if he's fair. No, I'm not even going to listen. This is what we're talking about. And the banter gets old.
Now, you got 10 seconds. You know what it is, yeah? For me, yeah? If I listen to, let's say Arsenal lose, I'm going to check out immediately as soon as I hear the buzzwords. Saka this, Odegaard this. As soon as I hear that,
even it might be true, by the way. Even if it's true,
yeah, I'm checking.
Even if it's true, exactly.
Yeah, so that's
Husam's
our
point.
If
Exactly.
Arsenal lose,
Husam's
you'll go
point.
listen to an Arsenal fan. You want
And by the way, so can I say one thing? Paz, I'm not on YouTube, and I said that before I joined YouTube. I am not on YouTube for the banter. The banter is 10 to 20% of why I'm on YouTube to talk about the football. We can disagree on opinions. We can say, but I'm not here to do. I hate it when I'm watching something and it's 99% of that channel. It's just banter with no objective opinions. What did I learn? I laughed. Okay, I'm gonna laugh for the first one. What about the second? What about the third? What about the fourth? I hate that, bro. I don't like it, and I'm not here for it.
Do you know what it is? Like, for me, you lot have forced me into this banter corner. I didn't want to be this. And this is why I'm going to blame Mo and take no accountability again. Yeah, I'm on the accountability. On it. Me personally, I came in this as a purist, I came here talking about football. I wanted to talk about my club, man. And for me, one of the main reasons I started making videos is because I was actually genuinely sick of like everyone's opinion is the same. Man said Paz is a lair, mental. But everyone's opinion. Like everyone's opinion is that how can your opinion be the same after every game? Like, how can every opinion you have be the exact same after every game when every game is different? And someone
otherwise you'll be called flip-flop. But me and Husam have been fighting this for years. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Just say you're gonna watch it.
Paz, hold on.
Revolutionizing.
Hold on. Me and Husam have been fighting this for years. We say, for example, I'm watching a team play today, and then 3-4 games later, they did something different, and then we analyze them different, and they say you're flip-flop. There is new evidence in front of me. I'm watching new things. And they're like, no, you cannot change your opinion ever, otherwise you're a flip-flop. No, you can when you have new evidence.
Bro.
No, you can.
It's actually, and this is another thing as well, yeah. And don't get me wrong, yeah, because since being on YouTube, like, don't get me wrong, before I was on YouTube, my main opinion was, if you haven't done a certain amount of thing, I actually genuinely don't want to hear it. And I'm okay with everyone having their say. That's cool. But can we at least have an interest into looking into things rather than just be happy that that's the scenario? I'll give you an example, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So Salah this year, you could argue is a fall-off. But why though? Like, what is the reason why? And people say, oh, you're making excuses. That's if we're all in banter mode. And it gets there, and now we can't get back out of it. But can we actually look at why do we think Salah is a piece of shit this year?
I answered this many times.
Yeah, but this is the point. Like, don't get me wrong, agendas are funny. They're fun. Me, I love an agenda. I'm not gonna hand up. Me, I even start some. It's me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do it. But can we actually look at why do we think this guy is a bag of shit this year? And I've made videos on why. I've even said it bare times on why I think Salah's a piece of shit. And it's not necessarily because I think.
See, the problem is the way you say, when you say a piece of shit, people don't want to listen.
But that's my delivery. Conversations.
And then you want to have objective conversation. You cannot say it's a piece of shit. And then you want people to listen to your reasoning. They checked out already. They checked out already.
I have to hear it when Arteta has won 5 games in a row and drawn the next one, and then man asks me, am I Arteta out or in? I'm just like, bro. Like,
yeah,
bro,
but we haven't asked you about Arteta out though all season. We haven't.
Hold on. See,
the
now,
only thing
now,
we say
hold on,
in the league or the Champions League.
Hold on, first of all, let's go through the agendas, because there's a long list of agendas that I've heard.
Okay, before you go to agendas, I need to do this supers. Just before you do that.
Please go through the super.
Martin Tyler is very good. Martin Tyler is okay. AMT. Best is Peter Drury, Warnock. There is others as well. Like, Martin Tyler is okay. For some games he's good. For some others he's not great. Can you explain what Liverpool tried to do at the Emirates compared to what Man City game at Anfield? I didn't understand this comment, so maybe Husam will take it. I didn't understand.
Can you explain? No, what Liverpool tried to do at the Emirates versus what City did at Anfield was a lot more open fixture. The game at Anfield, Liverpool versus Man City, was a lot more open than the Arsenal Liverpool game. A lot more open, and that's why we had a lot of chances. Also, City are a lot easier to penetrate than Arsenal are. That's just the truth. It's way easier to create a chance against City than you can create a chance against Arsenal. Impossible. Very different. Even the teams that beat Arsenal this season aren't out here creating like very high 2-3 XG games of football. Like, they're creating half chances and they're scoring. So it's off low penetration chances, you know?
That's why I do believe when Liverpool played Arsenal at the Emirates, they win there not to win because no Ekitike and Salah were there.
100%. 100%. Liverpool at the Emirates didn't go to win. 100%.
They went for the point.
Yeah, we went for a draw.
Arsenal now has 2 playing style with Saka and Odi back, attack versus and position. Yes, direct and position is the.
Can I? Okay, I will ask you both a question after we're done with the supers, because I wanna say, like, why should Havertz go to the bench for Odegaard even if he's the captain? Why should
we can
Havertz until?
See,
we'll discuss this after I'm done. If United wins the league, Mo is at the bank every day. I don't have a lot of United subscribers. They fucking hate me, bro. Why do you assume that I
hates Man United, but you're a Milan fan? So obviously, you're a fraud.
They hate everyone. Man United fans hate everyone.
They signed Ronaldo and Soto for triple, Mo.
Yes, that was the summer they signed Ronaldo.
No. They finished 3rd under Ten Hag. Ronaldo was signed under than Oli. No, Fonzie, you don't remember? That's the 22-23 season.
Ten Hag season didn't, when he finished 3rd, didn't Ronaldo score 17 goals?
No, Ronaldo was on the bench that season, if I'm not mistaken. Really?
Am I confusing?
I think he went to help.
I
When
think,
the
yeah.
fuck did Ronaldo scored 17 goals? Remember when he was PFA team of
I
the
can't
season?
remember. Fonzie, I remember that season when they finished third. Ronaldo left midway through the season, if I'm not mistaken.
Someone fact check it real quick. Someone fact check that real quick.
Yeah, can someone? Yeah, he said he meant
I
under
remember he was
Oli.
at the team of the season with Mane and Salah, bro.
Under Oli, he's saying under Oli. Yes, Fonzie. Under Oli, yes. But under Ten Hag, they finished because I wasn't on YouTube when Oli was here. I was on YouTube when Ten Hag was here, and it was crazy conversation. Some Arsenal get bantered even when we win.
I've been on hour and I've won games. And they're not getting onto me.
No, forget hour. Forget hour. Forget hour. Arsenal won game and got bantered for an own goal. By the BBC, by the way.
Oh, that was 2022.
Bro.
So, Sunra, you are spot on.
What's coming in the week, even when we win, bro.
So,
never know.
Liverpool put Husam in the dark, literally.
Yeah. Maybe I have a migraine. Yeah, I'm not switching.
I can't even have a headache anymore.
I can't even have a headache.
Big up, all. I have to say, Husam is the most unbiased towards Arsenal as a rival. Also, hope Ramadan goes well. For only a week left, inshallah.
My burner account with British pounds, yeah?
Off your burner account right now.
My burner account with British pounds, yeah?
That's someone that works for Husam, guys. We actually...
Why would someone that works for me pay me? I am very unbiased when it comes to Arsenal.
Man is donating 5 nug to himself. We've seen it all, man. We've seen it all, man.
I'm so
big up, my man. Happy Ramadan, inshallah. Inshallah, good for you. Don Osam, New Lamp Fund.
Maybe it's fucking working. I just don't want to switch it off because of my headache.
During the Man United dominance, I knew one Man United fan at my workplace. Only one. Oh my God. You know how fucking salty. If Man United lose the game, he will say the ref cheated. Never say the lot. AMT, Man United, every club thinks that they are the
in the world by far.
Yeah, but every club thinks that they are the best of the best. So
everyone hates the ref. So like,
come on now. Paz, next question.
Oh, what was we talking
about?
No.
Next question was my question. Havertz and Odegaard. Why should Odegaard just start just because he is Martin Odegaard?
So I actually made a video on this. This for me is the conundrum we are currently in, and we have Timber, who is like depending on where you sit with him, like some people say he's the best right back in the world. Like, most people will have him at least top 3. So the issue is he's undroppable. Then we have Saka, who is arguably
who's undroppable.
Timber.
Okay, yeah, fair.
For us, he's definitely undroppable. And then you have Saka, undroppable. Odegaard is.
I actually disagree with Timber being undroppable.
He's okay. I'll get to it. I promise you, I'm going somewhere with
this. Me and you discussed. No, me and him discussed this about the contribution of Ben White offensively versus Timber in easier games. Ben White contributes more offensively than Timber in easier games, which is Arsenal play a lot of them.
I'll get to that. Though. Yeah. So Saka for us is our best forward player. Most people think that. That's the general consensus. There's going to be some people that disagree, but let's go with the general consensus here. Saka is our best forward player. Odegaard, in terms of what he should be doing creatively, in terms of the midfield area, again, you can argue but in terms of for Arsenal, it's been Odegaard. Cool. So now you have 3 players that are quote unquote undroppable. They together don't actually go well. And like I spoke about this in the video. So for me, so you have Timber, whose main quality comes from the middle. He underlaps a lot. When he overlaps, it don't really work, and he just doesn't do it anyway. Then you have the Odegaard space where people are telling him to go and stand. If you actually watch Timber, he is stood in the exact same place you think Odegaard should be standing.
Yes. The inside of Bukayo Saka, inside of the winger.
And then you're talking about, why isn't Saka scoring as many goals? Because he has to come inside to score those goals. And guess who stood there? Timber. And if Timber ain't there, then and if Odegaard goes and joins him, now there's 3 of them all in the same position. There is no cutting. So Timber actually slightly negatively affects the output of your Odegaard and Saka. And people are saying, why is Odegaard so deep? It's because of that underlap. Like, unless you want them to go stand and kiss on the edge of the 18, it doesn't really make sense. Now, for me, like, when you look at a Ben White, look at Arsenal when we were like the team where everyone's saying we were so good going forward. The right hand side was mental. Let's not lie. Odegaard, Saka, and Ben White, that three was absolutely killing people. That's an overlap, a demonic overlap, and Saka cutting in, and you had him combining with Odegaard. Those three were constantly creating triangles. You cannot deny that. Now, if you look at Havertz coming into this team now, a completely different profile. There's sometimes you look at us now. Remember we spoke about break of structure, right? We spoke about how Arsenal never break our structure. Havertz now forces us to break that structure because sometimes you're looking at us and we look like a 4-4-2. Like it looks very, very different when we're playing with Havertz and then we have Madueke. It's now a completely different, it's a completely different synergy with all those players because they all occupy different spaces. So for me, if you're going to go with that Saka Odegaard, I think it's got to be Ben White or someone that has got that is very good at overlapping, or it's got to be you got to change it and you got to mix up your Havertz and your Madueke. And I think that is also a good thing that we've got all these players.
Actually, there is something that you missed.
What do you think that is?
Arteta said that he would like Odegaard to be higher on the pitch. I am not sure. Odegaard wants to get on the ball deeper. And me and Husam discussed this a lot. I think the problem with it is that Zubamendi can do the same job that Odegaard does sometimes in dictating how the game is going. And
he's supposed to.
He does that. He did this the other day. You know what I mean? The problem is, we played football. We know when the freaking attacking mid drops next to the DMs and the center mids trying to get on the ball because they can't get the balls in the pocket. And they're like, I want to get the ball more now because they like to get touches on the ball. And then you keep
also, why can't we acknowledge two things in the pockets just from a football perspective? Because I'm just going to switch off my camera and just do something quickly and come back. Two things I want to leave you guys with. Number one, why don't we just acknowledge that maybe Havertz has just been slightly better than Odegaard this season?
He hasn't. He played completely different role. He hasn't.
I know. But in that position or that areas in the front, if you would like, in the final third, he's been a lot better than Odegaard.
He hasn't.
And
his contribution
that we should explore a bit more. Why can't we just say that maybe Odegaard needs to play a bit of a deeper role? Meaning,
I said that.
Brentford at home, right? As an example, you could go Rice, Odegaard, and Havertz. Odegaard basically playing a bit deeper. Why not?
You can't. You can't.
To Havertz's archetype is more effective with the players that are on the pitch. I think that's a fair
Yeah.
Havertz has particularly been better because Odegaard has also had very good games this year. But in terms of the way like our better players are playing, like you can't. Like, this is the thing. As much as I'm saying Timber gets in the way of these players, he's not someone that I'm telling us to drop. So we're kind of like in between a rock and a hard place of what are we willing to give up here? And right now, the way it looks is Havertz looks like a breath of fresh air coming into the team because he thinks completely different. I remember how we was talking about like why is there no one in the midfield breaking into the box? Now that Havertz is just constantly doing that, everyone's
you don't need.
Wow.
One of the things about Kai Havertz is that he's playing as a second striker. He's playing like the guy when Foden kind of played for City in terms of like Foden didn't do the playmaking stuff. Foden we're like, I'm gonna score, I'm gonna be in the 18, I'm gonna get at the end of things for City. Kai Havertz does this. Kai Havertz wants to get at the end of things, wants to get involved in the box, which actually frees up Gyökeres or Jesus or whoever playing there. I think Odegaard, I said that many times. In 90% of Arsenal games, based on how Odegaard plays football now, you don't need Odegaard, Zubamendi, Rice. That's too many people in the same 10 yards or 20 yards. You need someone a little bit. You don't need the three of them. Unless Arsenal change the way they play. And the way one of the things that people people that need to understand, I'm going to explain this about football. Some coaches like to play football in 50 to 60 yards. Some coaches like to play football in 35 to 40 yards. Arsenal Football Club. And that is a problem for a player like Odegaard. Arsenal try to pin the opposition to play the whole game in 30 to 40 yards between the goal line and about between the halfway line and the 18 yards, which is about 40 yards. That doesn't, you don't have spaces for someone like Odegaard to work. If you stretch the pitch vertically, Odegaard will have spaces like sometimes Foden for City, where he can turn, glide past the player, have a place to shoot, have stuff like this. Arsenal game, if you watch the Arsenal game, it's literally happening in 40 yards. About 10, 15 yards. It's about 10, 15 yards past the halfway line and the goal line. There's no space for a playmaker to slid in a player or play the other. There's no space for a forward to run. And you need exceptionally talented footballer like Lamine Yamal to be able to dribble within 5 yards to create that shooting opportunity or that pass opportunity. Arsenal don't have that. There is nobody. Hence, Arsenal play out wide. It always goes to the line because this is where the space is. Right? This is where the space is. And Odegaard doesn't suit that. This is hence 22-23. Odegaard had 22 GAY because Arsenal were more vertical. There is more direct in the play. Teams did not respect Arsenal as now. And he had more spaces to work. It's a combination of how Arsenal play. Arsenal are the team that will always, bro.
What people expect for me is kind of unrealistic, like, if I'm honest. Because realistically, you need Odegaard to have on the other side someone that is more of a box crasher or will play a bit higher to create a bit more space. And now we have Zubimendi as well. Like, that's the thing as well. Like, what we're trying to achieve now, I still think we haven't even seen the best of Arsenal because I still think we haven't achieved the right balance of like what our best lineup is because we got a bunch of good players that I don't think we've found quite the right chemistry. And I don't think that chemistry is Zubimendi, Odegaard, and Declan Rice. Because I said
Zubimendi, Odegaard, Eze, okay, on paper, Eze, Odegaard, or Rice, Odegaard, Eze should work on paper based on the ability of the three players. I think the way Arsenal play, I still Odegaard is not fantastic in terms of like playing with Zubimendi and Rice. Like number one, Eucharist is isolated.
It's control overkill. And I think like all three of those players have proved that they don't need three of them there, if that makes sense. So I feel like now there's an opportunity for whether it's Rice to adjust and become more of a box crusher, or you got to bring a Havertz in there, or you got to. That's the thing as well. People call for Eze as well, but Eze is not a box crusher either. Like, like I don't even think Eze and Gyökeres for me is going to be this unbelievable transformative combination that people want it to be. I think people like the idea of having Odegaard and Eze on the pitch because they're both like quote unquote attackers, and maybe Eze will free up some space. But I'm still not sure. Like, I'm not sure that is the answer. I think what needs to happen is someone needs to go in the box and occupy some space and minds so that Gyökeres can actually not fight five people at once, and then there's actually balls to be played. Like, I'm really not sure Odegaard, Eze, and Rice or Zubimendi is the answer. I think one of those players got to become more of a box crasher if it's not going to be happening.
I said that many times, that that's Arteta's. Arteta likes to protect, which means all the midfielders need to get involved in the ball outside. Arsenal are a team that don't lose the ball to a miss pass. Arsenal don't lose the ball in a miss pass. It's always a shot, goal kick, corner kick, a throw in. Like, Arsenal don't get a lot of defensive transition on them because they don't take the risk of like what Salah does or what Ekitike does. Like, I'm trying to dribble past like 2-3 players. Hence, I need Arteta to push Rice in the 18 like he did in the last two games because you're not losing the ball as much.
Yeah.
And I think Rice can do that. Rice, by the way, Rice can hit the ball very well. He's a big guy. He can be a box crasher. He doesn't need to be outside the 18. You can leave Zubimendi outside the 18. It's okay.
I'll tell you the two examples that's actually proved that for me, if one of those midfielders decide to do it, I think genuinely, like, for the next couple of years, it's long for everyone. And if you look at when Zubimendi does it, this guy has scored bare goals this year. From when he goes forward, there's always space for him because they're like, what the fuck? Where have you come from? If you look at Havertz has come in, where have you come from? Like, everyone that decides, Rice has done it. Everyone that decides to become a box crusher for that one game, you go and get a goal, bro. So like once we have someone that it clicks in their head or it clicks for someone with Arteta or one of the players, I genuinely think there's a chance for one of these midfielders to go and have a Lampard year if they fancy it. Because
you know who did this? For example, let me give you an example. McAllister for Liverpool over the last 2 years. Every time Salah is crossing or Gakpo's crossing or someone is crossing, McAllister is crashing the 18. Even though his guy that plays an 8, he crashes the 18. He goes, he's trying. Number one, even if you don't score, you're definitely grabbing a defender or two by making that late run. Without a shadow of a doubt. Because they aren't going to just leave you to run in the 18 without marking. And that is someone that maybe Arteta, this is hence, I think Arteta's developing the attack. I don't know what is happening here.
I think you can see it's getting better. I think, you know what it is? I also think people say like Arteta's really stubborn and like, but I just think that's like I just really don't agree with it, because for me, every year we look a bit different. And you can see him slowly trying things. I think people want him to come into games and do these big tactical overhauls. But in our history, when we've done that, we've gone to hell. And that I think for me, that's when we bottle things. I don't think if you've got something that's winning, that's doing well overall, you don't do this giant overhaul where you just change 1,000 things. You want to be making like these small tweaks as you go along. And I think you've seen it.
I want to ask a question. Now, since I want to ask a question. If Arteta doesn't win the league this season and doesn't win the Champions League,
very fucking good,
right? Do you think there is a better manager for Arsenal? No. Do you think there is a better manager for Arsenal out there?
No.
You don't think so?
That's why
I want an honest conversation. Do you think, okay, is there a better manager that you're thinking that, listen, are you going to take him?
There is. We are. This is the thing about football. Yeah, we are in a crazy transition phase where, if you look at all of the best players, they're leaving the game. All of the best managers, they're all getting old. They're leaving the game. We now have what I call this current phase in football the discovery phase. Right?
Yeah.
This is the discovery phase. There is maybe
the Fabregas stuff. You know, the Fabregas. Oh, yeah, it's like fantastic.
You got to go get a Fabregas, or you got to go and there's like 2 top managers right now that you look at and you think they're just like they've achieved more than everyone else. They're the clear top managers, which is like maybe Pep or
Luis Enrique for me.
Yeah, Pep and Luis Enrique. Outside of that, no one else has necessarily got a long legacy of winning. Yeah. So for me, like, who is it? People want the end of things, but what's the start of it? Like, what's the thing that you want to get rid of this guy so bad? What's the new thing?
Michael Carrick is the new one.
Michael Brother. For me, I understand. For me, maybe I'm more forgiving than other Arsenal fans, yeah. But I remember where I came from. I know where I was at the end of Emery. You couldn't pay me to come and link you to go watch an Arsenal game. You didn't have enough money. You, Bill Gates, put your money together. I'm not rolling. Because I remember the hell. I remember looking at the team sheet, seeing Xhaka, Guendouzi, and Torreira in the 10. I remember looking at that. I remember looking at my backline, seeing David Luiz, Socrates, Callum Chambers, and Kolasinac. I know hell.
I swear to God, I had this argument.
I know hell. I know where I've come from.
I had this argument with Philip and the guys about Newcastle when they told me that Arteta had a much better base than what's his name? Eddie Howe. And I went through the team and I'm like, but the team that challenged in 22-23, apart from Xhaka, none of the great players that Arteta inherited, like Pep Guardiola, for example, won the league with Kevin De Bruyne, Kun Aguero, Yaya Toure. Like, all these players were inherited before he came in. Like, Pep Guardiola.
I'd rather be a bottler than a fucking no one's even talking about you. any day. I'll take this current reality of people saying that we're bottlers and we haven't. I'll take that any day over. Like, I don't even want to talk to you about the football. I mean, you know what's mad? I got into the NBA, right?
No, but how, bro?
I got into the NBA. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I was not consuming football because I'm looking at my team and I hate it. Like, I'm watching it and I hate everything about it. I hate the way we played football. People act like Arteta's brought in this defense. No, we were terrorists under Emery and we weren't even good terrorists. We were terrible terrorists. None of the attacks we planned worked out. It was hell. And also, I came from watching Wenger, who is a guy I admire very heavily, get drowned by my board. Think about it. Our savior is just Kroenke. We were happy to see Edu. This is what people don't understand. Like, I came from hell. So when I look at Arteta, it's with rose-tinted glasses, and I'm gonna be the first one to say it. So I'm not going to be Arteta out because I came from something that I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here at this time. Me personally, I shouldn't be here.
The problem is, to be honest with you guys, Paz's answer is the reason why I invented the word, what is your threshold for Saka? I know that people are bored of it. But Paz's answer is the reason why we asked the question. Because this is, for me, is not a normal behavior. For me, it's not. I'm being completely honest. I don't think that if Arteta doesn't win this season, and I'm not saying he is or he isn't going to win, but Paz's answer is the reason why we're discussing it. Because if Arteta doesn't win, Sam said it many times, when is the time when you say, I will go with the unknown than the losing horse? I will bet on the new horse that I don't know rather than bet on the horse that I know have lost plenty of races. That because I started the threshold, and Sam said this. He said, at some point you're gonna bet on the fucking unknown because
I would say
you're not winning. You're not winning.
Next year is the point where I will say
no, but I've heard this many times. Next year. It's
I've
heard this for the last 2-3 years.
I'll explain why it's next year for me.
You probably said that last year, to be fair.
No, I didn't. I explained why. Because for me, now you've run out of excuses. Because with the way people say that, for the last 5 years you should have won it, I genuinely think you're doing their agenda stuff. Because most of those years we shouldn't have won it. You could argue actually.
Can you go the whole show without mentioning the word agenda? Can you go we're not going to stay for that? Can you go the whole?
I can't. That's my buzzword. The same way you got all your buzzwords. It's my buzzword. Yeah, so I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep using that. Thank you. Anyway, back to the agenda. Back to the agenda. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be back where I believe Arsenal belong. But there is that the string does end at some point, and for me, that's next season. Because now you've got to the point where you have a team and a club that is backing you. There's no glaring weakness I look at as Arsenal as a club. So for me, you're set up to win. You haven't been set up to win for 5 years. You've just been here for 5 years and you've built something great. So for me, after this year, for me, next year is where now I might start saying, Arteta, big up you. I love you so much for what you've done for us. But it's time. Get out of it. Let's just venture into the unknown type thing. But for me, I don't follow everyone else's lead in saying that we should have won for the last 5 years, because realistically, most of those years you're chatting shit for me. So I think I'm being quite reasonable in saying between this year and next year, I might need both. I'll be honest. I might need both. I might need both. I might need both of them. That's the way I feel. I might need Champions League and I might need the Premier League.
Paz is saying too many words, just saying Saka shit. Just say Saka shit. Say Saka shit.
I mean, I wouldn't say Saka's shit, but he's definitely regressed this season. That's fair.
I'm going to say horrible things, so I'm not going to say anything.
You just called Salah a piece of shit, but I can't say Saka's regressed. Have some shame.
No, you can't. You can't. Of course you can't.
I can, because he has, whether you like it or not, he has regressed.
He hasn't regressed.
You madman. It's not like because you say it doesn't make it true, Paz. Saka hasn't played well. It's like it doesn't say
through and through. He didn't have a preseason. Saka didn't have a preseason. How about that? Saka didn't have a preseason. How about that?
Saka didn't have a preseason. Isak didn't have a preseason. You were barking about him every episode.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So both of them are out for the season. They didn't have preseasons.
You're such a fraud. You can never ever call anyone else a fraud.
Both of them didn't have preseason, so they should be able to write the season off.
I think you're the biggest fraud.
Are you being serious? Saka has regressed. Are you serious or not serious?
What are we talking about here? Let's move on.
Has Saka regressed?
Why? What's wrong with you? Why are you obsessed with my boy?
Definitely regressed this season.
My boy
What do you
mad.
mean? I am obsessed with your boy because he's a good player. Because he's not nobody.
There is a legitimate point.
Yeah, baby, because he's not a nobody.
There is a legitimate point to be made more that Trossard has been Arsenal's best forward.
What if I don't want to give my opinion? What about that? What if I want to just keep
the best of a bad bunch, to be honest with you, Husam?
Which is why Arteta deserves credit for
been our best forward this year. Trossard's been our best.
The best of a bad bunch. He hasn't been exceptional. He has been good.
What's your bunch?
He has been good.
What's your bunch like?
Okay, let's put the barometer here, right? Okay, best in the history is Salah season, Henry seasons, the 45, 46, 47 GA. This is like none. It's not only about the numbers, it's about your effect on the team. You're literally carrying the attack. That is like someone that is exceptional.
Where you going with this?
I'm gonna tell you. Great seasons is Saka season and Foden season, and when Foden won PFA Player season. When Saka was by a country mile the best attacker for Arsenal, and he was great. And Foden was very good. These are like fantastic seasons, which includes Palmer's season when he had 33 GA. These are like great seasons. Very good season, or good seasons, are the seasons that Saka had with 21 when Martinelli had very good seasons, right? You're watching Saka today. I'm like, this is very average for his standards. It's below his level massively. Foden has been below his level. When you are being on the bench, not used, and I know people come with the excuse, he has a broken hand. He literally played with a broken hand when he was good. So it's not about the broken hand.
He's trying to get married, bro. Leave him alone, bro.
Who's trying to get married?
Saka's got married. He's getting married.
Why I care about Saka getting married? Why I care about Saka getting married?
Because Odegaard is breastfeeding this season. Saka's getting married.
Saka, he got injured. Like, he had a preseason. Like, you pick one. Pick the one that you like.
Trying to get married. Fucking hell, bro.
Pick the one that you like and run with it.
He's making anything for the star boy. Any excuse, bro.
Pick the one that you like, bro. Focus on Curtis Jones and them, man. Focus on your star boys.
I am focused. I want my manager gone, buddy.
Focus on Curtis Jones being in Cancun. Focus on Curtis Jones being in Cancun when it's time for World Cup.
Curtis Jones got married and he's playing well. That's not an excuse.
Yeah, but he's going to be in Cancun for England. Just remember levels. That's your star boy, Curtis Jones. Yeah.
Take Saka with him and show him his Premier League medal.
Curtis Jones going on holiday this one. What do you reckon?
He can take Saka with him and show him his Premier League medal.
Dubai. Where's he going?
He can make him wear his Premier League medal. You know, he can put the Premier League medal. What's next? Like this is how it feels, Saka. And then when Saka wins it at the end of this year, he can give him his Champions League medal and go like, "This is how this feels."
Europa next year. What do you reckon about that? Is that going to be your star boy then when he's doing up Europa next year?
No, at this rate, we're lucky to get conference.
Okay, so you're getting married in the Europa. Maybe they can go to Uzbekistan.
We might get conference league, buddy.
What you can do when you go play football in Uzbekistan.
Very confident about Liverpool doing well.
Finish off his marriage in.
Can I ask you something, Pat? If Arteta wins the double this season, is he better than Jurgen Klopp for you?
Okay, I wanna warn everyone. And I promise you, this is not troll. I'm being so surgical with what I'm saying to you. Like, my glasses are fixed. In fact, let me even brush my hair, make sure everyone understands that I'm being serious. If we win the Champions League and the Premier League, on my mother's life, the things I'm gonna say, you have not seen Shameless. You haven't. The things that I'm going to say about Arteta, oh my God. The things I'm going to say about Arteta, you have not heard Shameless yet. Oh my God, you man think all my ops are in hell, that's me going too far. Oh my God, brother. If we win the Champions League and the Premier League, the conversations I'm going to put this man in, you've never had this conversation.
Let me ask you a question. Is he better than Wenger?
We're not going to talk about Wenger. That's a legacy manager.
We're going to talk about everything here. We're allowed to talk about whatever the fuck we want.
You can do that.
Legacy manager
You can't
as well,
force me to do that.
No, we can ask a question. So okay, it's fine. It's fine. You can hold on. You can say I refuse. You can say I refuse to engage in this conversation because I'm scared of that conversation. It's okay. You can say that. You can say that. It's fine. We'll accept it to you.
Know what conversation we're gonna have? Do you know what conversation we're gonna have though?
I want to.
We are gonna stop. You see, this is why you see when we beat Inter. This is why I was chatting shit like that. This is why I was doing it. Because all this guy does is thinks he can talk about my legends, my football revolutionizers. People aren't even ready for the Wenger Fergie conversations because I got a whole new joint for that.
What?
We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that.
Fergie conversation.
Because people don't know. You know what it is?
Nah, shameless as fuck.
People don't want to acknowledge the effect Wenger had on this had on the game. The weight in which he had on the game, mental. So for me, if you can't acknowledge what Wenger is and what this club did to him, which I'll never forgive this club for, he should have left and went PSG, bro, or Real Madrid, or all the people that wanted him. He should have left. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day.
That's why Husam is right about Man United fans, Mo.
Yeah, by far the worst.
Man United fans, you guys.
You see Paz being shameless for the last 5 minutes. Man United fans are him X10.
What did I say that was? Hold on. What did I say that was shameless?
I'm just saying they're worse than you, Paz.
No, but what did I say that was shameless? You said I was shameless for 5 minutes. Break it down.
I'm gonna tell you, Man United fans, I did tweet something, and I'm gonna tell you.
What did I say about Wenger and Fergie?
I don't know, but that part.
See, there you go. See, this is what I'm saying.
Fans are worse than that. By the way, guys, just so everyone knows, for everyone listening to this, Canal Plus came out with the top 15 midfielders of all time. Guess who isn't on the list? Paul Scholes. Guess who's on the list? Steven Gerrard.
let me do this and then we move on.
But if you ask Zidane and Xavi and Iniesta, they will tell you go watch Paul Scholes. Okay,
Mo with Odi mid equal Rice, Odi Eze freeze, Eze and Saka.
Hassam's Scholes agenda needs to be studied.
Can I let me just read this super guys.
When you say okay, but 1 second.
يا حسام طب خلاص انت ريد بقى يعني.
1 second. انت ليه معصب يا اخوي؟ هدي اعصابك شوي. Relax. He should relax, right, Paz? He's very angry today. I don't know why. You need to relax.
I told you, Hussam.
I told you, you just need to relax. Why are you mad, brother? Why are you mad? The thing is, yeah, they released the top 15 midfielders in football history, and they put Stevie G in there, and they did not put Paul Scholes in there. They also released the top 100 players of all time. Oh, Gerrard is 28th in the list of 100 greatest players. Guess where Paul Scholes is?
You're probably like in the 70s.
69th?
Interesting number they gave him.
Let me tell you players that are above Paul Scholes.
Oh.
Ousmane Dembele, N'Golo Kante, Ashraf Hakimi, Mohamed Salah, Keylor Navas, Rafael Varane, Rodri, Marcelo, Yaya Toure,
is crazy.
Frank Ribery, Erling Haaland, Hugo Lloris, Patrick Vieira, Busquets, Raul, Edwin van der Sar, KDB. You get me? You keep going.
I'm not mad,
guys.
It's
very bad.
I'm not mad at a lot of those. Like I kind of agree.
Yeah, of course. Why should you be mad? They're a lot better than
90% of those. I agree.
Yeah, they're a lot better, bro.
Keylor Navas.
Big up the Ginger Jorginho. What a player he was. He was
Keylor,
very good at passing left and right. Incredible.
Keylor Navas is disrespectful. That's very, very disrespectful still. I swear Keylor Navas has been back up with UK at a few clubs. That's very disrespectful.
I have never seen a more overrated player my whole life, bro.
Keylor Navas is very, very disrespectful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful that finally the lies that people told us about Scholes have been exposed publicly. I'm glad.
So let me ask you a question, yeah? So if you're rating the top 100 players, how much are you going to include like what they've won? Because for me,
to be honest,
based on a lot of the things that I've watched and the moments they've done it in, not necessarily the things that they've won per se.
Okay,
Unless
I'll give you a legitimate answer. Yeah, this is my honest answer. For me, actually, and I'm going to be completely serious about this. I'm probably one of the few football YouTubers on the internet that literally does not include trophies at all when it comes to individual comparisons, because R9 never won the Champions League. Never won the Champions League.
Where's
The Galacticos at Real Madrid, like all the players in Real Madrid that people rate, Beckham, Figo, Zidane, they won one league title in like 4 or 5 years.
That team was a huge
like it was an OP team. They had everything and they only won one league title in 5 years. So for me, I've never been the type of guy to just lump trophies with each other and go like, oh yeah, this guy's better than that guy. Because guess what? Casemiro won a whole lot of Champions Leagues. Even prime Casemiro, I'm not taking over Makelele, or I'm not taking over Sergio Busquets. I'm not taking over, the DMs. Like, I don't put Casemiro on that ilk. I put him in the ilk just below.
What's your criteria now? What's the things that you're taking into consideration?
I take into consideration, for me, eye test, stats, what they meant to their football team, and what they achieved individually. Because you not winning the league might be not your fault. It's a high possibility because it's a team effort. But you winning the Golden Boot is completely your work. You get it? Like, I cannot undermine someone winning a Golden Boot. That's the truth. Even players like, people might not know this, but like Robin van Persie, as an example, I know you hate him, but he went to Man United, he won the Golden Boot, and they won the league that year. But okay, there were also 20 other players on that team that contributed to Man United winning the league. But no one ever brings them up. People keep going like, oh, that's Van Persie, that's Van Persie, that's Van Persie. But okay, last season, Wataru Endo is a Premier League champion.
Van Persie had 3 to 4 good years.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at last year, Wataru Endo was a Premier League champion. You watched Manchester City win league titles. How many players at Manchester City were you could actually say like legit pivotal to them winning a league? How many? What, like 2 to 3 max?
3. Yeah, 3.
Yeah, like, if you took, with all due respect, if you take away a City centre-back, and Mo was actually the first one on the internet to point this out, and credit to him. If you take away a City centre-back and replace him with a very good passing centre-back, they still win the same stuff. Like, with all due respect. So for me, football is not just about trophies. And the other thing as well, and this is something that maybe people disagree with, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. One of the big things for me is memorable moments. Because this like, there are a lot of moments that will forever stick in people's minds and memories that you cannot erase away. Like that Zidane volley against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League final has been replayed 100 million times on TV, even though it's 22 years later. The Ronaldo 2 goals in the World Cup final against Germany. There are so many different moments and memories and the iconic things that players have done before. And it's not even bias, but like that 05 run where Liverpool won the UCL, Gerrard was on some next level shit that year, so like the way that he dragged the team. So for me, it's never ever been a conversation about trophies, because my Premier League GOAT only won 2 Premier League titles. Only won 2 league titles, and he has 0 Champions Leagues for any Premier League club. But yet he's the GOAT. Thierry Henry.
Oh, Thierry.
Yeah, Thierry Henry. He only has 2 league titles though. If I wanted to do this whole trophies thing, why isn't your GOAT Giggs then? For what?
Giggs ain't in my top 10.
Giggs is not. I wouldn't rank top. Ryan Giggs is a top 10 Premier League player of all time.
If Giggs, I'm about to say something upsetting. I was gonna upset somebody. I was, and I'm going to. Matter of fact, without longevity, let's take longevity out of the argument. Where is Giggs in your life?
But you can't do that. Longevity is a massive part of football.
Oh, no, but that's the point. But hold on,
because if you take longevity out, Ronaldinho for me and R9 are better than everyone that ever. For me, R9 is the best ever to play the game, better than Messi, better than Cristiano for me.
Milner, Gareth Barry.
Yeah. But we're not talking about Milner and Gareth Barry. Longevity is a massive part of the game. Yeah, you have to include it. Because if you're talking about your top form, where we can draw the line? 1, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, half a season. Being at the top of your game long time counts for something.
That's cool, but I'm saying, what is your top? Like, what is that top that you're talking about? Because people will put Giggs in some crazy conversations that are a bit scary. Like, it's good. Like, if you've got Giggs in your top 10, like, I'm gonna brush your whole top 10. Like, if I'm honest, like, I'm gonna brush your entire top 10.
Top 10 in what? In the Premier League history?
Yeah. I'm gonna brush your top 10 immediately.
Okay, count top 10 quickly for you.
So,
Quickly. We don't need to discuss. I will tell you mine.
That's it quickly.
But we have to say something. We count top 10 starting from like 2000 because we're not gonna do the 90s.
2000s forward. Like, for people that are, if anyone brings up man that are like 1974, bro, I don't even want to talk to you about anything, bro. Like, I don't want to talk about. Like, if you're telling me about people that played 50 years ago, then there's nothing left to talk about. Like, for me, it's 2000s and forward. Like, this that man that played there, like, that man will be playing Sunday League now. Let's have it right. Do you know what I mean? Some bums played in them times there. But my top 10, it would probably be Thierry. I can't do an order. I can't do an order off the top of my head. But players that are better than Giggs: Wazza, Thierry, Gerrard,
Mo, obviously.
Vieira, Mo.
Don't mind why you're pushing more on him.
No, he is definitely better.
For sure. I'll take Mo. I can't remember. Why can't I remember any players now? They all just leave in my head.
Lampard, Ashley Cole, John Terry.
Yeah.
Cole, Terry.
Ashley Cole better than Giggs. We mad. You are mad.
Ashley Cole is the best fullback in the history of the whole league.
Giggs is not the best left winger.
And the only one you could argue in the English golden generation that played the same exact level, club and country.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano, 100%. Yep.
Ashley Cole above Giggs is crazy.
You got to put Shearer in there.
Rio Ferdinand, Alan Shearer.
KDB.
All of these people ahead of Giggs.
KDB.
You
know? The thing is, Giggs is not ranked low. Giggs will be up there in the top 15.
Yeah, he'll be in the top 50 for sure.
50.
Yeah,
this is their list of top 15 midfielders of all time. Just before all the United fans start crying in the chat.
And,
the top 15 midfielders according to the Canal Plus. I think they're the same people that make the whole Ballon d'Or thing. Yeah, Zidane, Iniesta, Xavi, Modric, Pirlo, Figo, Kaká, Gerrard, KDB, Cruz, Busquets, Beckham, Vieira, Lampard, Toure. Top 15 midfielders of all time. No mention of who?
This guy hates
Ginger Jorginho. Where is he? But if you ask Zidane, he would say, ask Paul Scholes.
Would you put Giggs in top 10 wingers?
In the league?
Yeah.
Or in the history of the sport?
Not in the history of the sport. Let's concentrate.
What's the question? Ask again, Paz.
Would you put
100%. Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. If he's in your top 10 wingers, I'm not mad at that at
all. For me,
he's in the top 10 wingers, bro.
Salah, Giggs, Hazard, Mahrez for me.
Ronaldo,
of course. Ronaldo, yeah. There is more. There is
someone in the comments said Ray Carlisle.
Mane. Would you rate Mane over Giggs though?
Yes.
Robert Perez.
Yes.
Would you rate Mane over Giggs?
Yes.
I didn't say Mane over Giggs. I said they're in the top 10 together.
I'm saying Mane over Giggs for sure.
Sterling over Giggs? Do you think Sterling over Giggs?
Too far.
Oh, I'm asking him. I'm asking Sterling.
I don't think that's mad, and people will only.
You don't think that's mad? You think it's a debate? We can have a debate. You think we can have a debate about it?
Yes, because if Sterling didn't run like a chicken, bro, that people would respect him way higher. But Sterling matched crazy works in this Premier League, you know. He matched the mental works in this Premier League. It's just that, bro. Let's have it right. Sterling matched crazy works in this league, but because now he's going out like a
I actually think there is a little bit of an agenda-driven opinions against the Man United players because how good Fergie was.
No,
No, but if it's
man.
agenda driven, we
Listen.
wouldn't mention Ronaldo. If it's agenda driven, we wouldn't mention Rooney. If it's agenda driven, we wouldn't mention Rio Ferdinand.
This was
We
all-
wouldn't
this was all
mention
fair. I
That's
like
it.
even Roy
Husam,
Keane.
Husam, yeah, maybe Roy Keane. You haven't watched Roy Keane. I didn't watch like the prime of Roy Keane like that, you know.
No, we
I
didn't
watched-
watch
I
Prime,
watched
but
the
I've seen a
Roy
lot of him. You know,
I
I
and
didn't
would
watch a
like
lot
higher
of
than
prime Roy Keane, to be honest with you. I didn't.
The problem is,
But
Mo,
the
you
problem
don't
is,
understand something. Man United fans chat a lot of shit, and you have to agree with this. يعني مثلا, look at this example right here. A Man United fan speaking to you will gaslight you to make you think that Luis Nani is like
with something,
better
with
than-
something, with
was
something.
something. يا أخي, Luis Nani was just a good winger. Him and Valencia were same level. You get me? Nothing
Sterling for
special.
me is up there still.
Yeah, he was a good player, and
Sterling-
that's it.
No,
But the
we're
way
not-
that they speak about
Look,
him, like
there was a
if
time when
Paz
I
was to say Saka's better than Nani, مثلا, as an example, if Paz said Saka's better than Nani,
Let's hear it. Man United fans, if
No, I am
is
saying
Saka
I'm
better than Nani, for
I'm
example?
saying that. I'm saying that. I've said it.
yeah. By the way, Paz is entitled to that opinion. A Man United fan in the chat will go like, "Oh my God, how dare you say he's better than?" طب who the fuck is Nani? With all this?
Let's just remember. Let's remember, like Nani's cool, dives, couple steps. Big up Nani. Like, big up your thing. Like, big up his thing, innit? Like, but
Let me just make you guys watch something.
All right, look, I'm going to start the conversations. Here's 5 uncomfortable truths about Manchester United right now. Number 1, Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the Premier League. Facts, hand down. I don't think anyone's even close. Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the Premier League. Number 2, Brian Mbeumo is the second best forward in the league. You can have Haaland. I don't mind it. You can have Haaland, but straight after Haaland is Brian Mbeumo. Number 3, Carrick is the most informed manager in the Premier League. I would not swap him for anyone. Carrick is at the wheel. Number 4, Manchester United will finish second this year. Manchester United will finish second in the Premier League. The lowest we'll finish is third. The lowest. Absolute lowest. And number 5, Manchester United are saving football. Football right now is so dead, especially in the Premier League. The best team is Arsenal. They can only score own goals or set pieces. Manchester United are saving English football. In fact, they're saving football in general. But that is 5 uncomfortable truths about Man United right now.
I just want to say, hold on. We need an emergency. We need an emergency meeting. There's a new mission. We need an emergency meeting. There's a new mission. Operation Stop Man United has to be at the front now. This is hold on. I actually, you know what's mad? I even forgot. I've been forgetting for years what these people are. I grew up
Yeah,
with
wallahi, me and Husam been saying this for 2 years. 2 years now on YouTube. I've been telling this.
Operation
I warned you
Stop.
all. You didn't listen.
We can't even let them back in the Champions League. You know? We can't let them back in.
First of all, let's address everything. Bruno Fernandes is definitely not the best player in the Premier League this season, because this is something that I said last year. Arsenal are not top of the league by accident. It's because of the likes of Rice and Saliba and Gabriel and even Raya and even Timber and even Zubimendi. Like, forget everyone at Arsenal. What makes... tell me why is Bruno Fernandes
Can I
better
ask
than
you?
Zubimendi?
There is 2 things. Hold on. There are 2 things that cannot be true in his in his 5 things. You cannot say that Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the league and you say Carrick, because if Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the league, that means Arteta is the genius of this league and he's much better than anyone else.
And the other thing is,
So
he
these 2
said
things cannot be
he
together.
wouldn't swap Carrick for anyone. طب okay, forget Arteta because he can't get over the line. He's
What
a bottle
about
job.
Pep?
You wouldn't take Pep?
Oh, they say Pep is washed now. They schooled Pep. They say Carrick schooled Pep.
You know what it is? He said so much mad stuff. I can't be specific. We just have to stop them.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys know who's this, right?
I just want to say to the Don Husam community specifically who are in the chat right now, I warned you all. I told you there is nothing worse than Man United fans when they're happy. And now, in the words of my Jamaican brothers and sisters, who don't hear must feel. And now you must feel, Habibi. So there you are.
But you guys know, you guys know
didn't
who
hear?
that is, right?
Everyone keeps coming to me every week. Arsenal fans are the worst in the world. Enjoy now.
Nah, we're not. We never were. We've never have been.
Also, forget even any Arsenal player, yeah? Why is Bruno Fernandes better than Haaland? Based on what? Based on what fucking metric is he better than Haaland?
You know,
Based
you
on
know, you know what one sent me over the edge? They're saving football. You know what? I might go to bed.
saving football.
I might go to bed. Nah, I actually might go to bed.
Do the super so we can end more. Saving football, huh?
I don't think I'm on.
This is, you guys know this is the guy in United stand Mords.
Yeah.
We did shows with him on the Football Paradise before, yeah.
Nah, he's not joking. Whoever said he was clearly joking.
He ain't joking.
I've never heard a Man United fan make a joke ever. Never in my life. They've never made a joke ever. Not when it comes to Bruno. They've never joked about Bruno ever.
Mo with Odi, midfielder equal Rice, Odi and Eze frees up Eze and Saka. I don't understand this equation. What is this equation? I don't understand this.
Panic stations.
What is this equation? I don't understand. Odegaard in the middle.
Husam,
let me pass. Let me read the super. So just fair to say, Odi is the most expandable of the three. Is that fair to say, Paz?
No.
Who's the three though?
He's talking
Odegaard, Zubamendi, and Rice. It's not Paz. Who do you think is most expandable? And you can say that. Why he thinks everything he says is like going to be taken against him?
You know what the problem is, bro? If I even think about something for half a second, he's got the gun.
Because I know what you're thinking. I'm reading your mind. I know what you're thinking.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking. What am I thinking?
No, because you clearly answered no. So you have a name in your mind. Clearly, it's not Odegaard. You said no.
It depends on the game. But if we're talking about big games, on the biggest stage, who would I want playing? I want Rice. That's the lot. He's lost. He's lost on the expendable list. It's probably Odegaard.
Fonzie, you're right. Zubi will be clutch in the latter stages. My take. He has been clutch now. Remember Cody Rhodes? Finish the story. It's for Arteta now. Finish it. Gonna finish the story this season.
Whoever said they want to see Norgard instead of who? Odegaard. That's more terrorism. What are we doing here, bro? What do you want to see today, bro?
Norgard have more chances of replacing Paz on this stream than replacing one of the Arsenal's midfield this season.
Yeah, dark. He knew what he was doing. We have him on the stream though. He's free. For sure.
Emery we conceded 31 shots on target versus Watford with Emery. 31 shots.
Impossible.
Really?
31 on target. You mean 31 full stop?
31 shots. It's impossible to be on target.
Never ever happened 31 on target, bro.
No one has 31 shots on target.
There's a shot on target every 3 minutes.
This is
impossible. When there is regression, this is the answer to when is Arteta out. When there is regression. Okay, semi-final of the Champions League, Marco, and you finish second this league this season.
No, if we get to the final with the Champions League, that's technically an improvement.
Exactly, I agree. Paz, his entire time on YouTube has been less unbearable than man like Ahmed after 4 fucking games. United fans are different breed.
I told you, hey, you know something. One thing that I've gotten right on YouTube is my warning. I told you guys the first game that they beat Man City. I told you guys nothing is worse than a happy Man United fan, and now you're witnessing it. Enjoy. If they beat West Ham today, oh my God.
I do pride myself on being unbearable. So for you to say that means we should be at panic station.
So who's better, Sergio Busquets or Steven Gerrard?
Gerrard can do more on the pitch, of course.
I've never seen Steven Gerrard play. I've never seen Gerrard.
I think Gerrard could have done what Busquets done to an extent, but Busquets impossible to do what Gerrard did.
I disagree, and I couldn't.
But it's still very different though, because Busquets is like a pure 6, So it's very difficult to compare.
Busquets, I was going to say something, but Busquets is my favorite midfielder. So for me, Busquets.
Yeah, I know you are.
Busquets.
To be honest, my favorite midfielder is Zidane. That guy, the football lesson.
But can I tell you something, Paz?
Here we go.
Busquets would not have won Liverpool the Champions League like what Gerrard did for the. Do you disagree with that statement? If I put that statement down,
and I don't think Gerrard goes and replaces Busquets in the lineup, and they're a better team. And
Barcelona wins the same exact trophy. It's Pep Guardiola. If Pep Guardiola took Gerrard when he was in 20, Barcelona would have had the same exact story with Messi, and it would be fantastic. And they're the same Champions Leagues and everything. I'm not saying that Busquets is shit. Busquets is fantastic, bro. On the ball, I don't think there is a DM that has better control on the ball. But
I don't think there's a midfielder. I don't think there's many midfielders that's ever walked this planet that's better than Busquets on the ball.
Nani is just Quaresma. Nani is just Quaresma with no spice.
That's actually an accurate description.
It's actually Quaresma has more ability than Nani on the ball.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Quaresma
with no spice.
I'm honestly not mad at that. But Charisma is just a funny name. Like, it's a funny name to me.
Quaresma.
Ricardo Quaresma.
Anyway,
was supposed to be the Ronaldo, not Ronaldo, by the way.
They forgot to redirect even to your watch along.
No, I did. Hey, refresh, habibi.
Anyway, people, we'll see you guys later tonight. This will take you to the watch along. It's Man United for sure, not Chelsea.
Both.
What? Okay, he's watching both games. Big up, Pat, for joining us. Great conversation. Big up to you for joining us. Paz the creator, guys. It's in the description as well. So go and check Paz's channel. Actually, it's the only thing that's in the description. Actually, just to let you guys know. It's the only thing that's this description of this video about Paz's channel. Literally,
I'm calling my mom after the stream.
This is it.
Can't believe it.
I've known many Man United fans since 1979 FA Cup final. They glazed the comeback. They forgot Arsenal scored the winner in the last second of the game. Wallahi, AMT, I'm going to tell you something. Big up to you, my man. I have no idea what cup final you're talking about, to be honest with you, AMT. Bro,
Same.
I started watching football in 1994 in the World Cup. Before that, I was watching Al-Shabab in the Saudi League every now and then, to be honest with you. And I started watching European football maybe 95. The first game was Arsenal when David Seaman got chipped from halfway line by, what's his name, the Moroccan guy or whatever his name.
What are we doing there?
Seriously, that was the first time I started watching European football. And I didn't even start watching leagues until like late 90s. So
David Seaman, though, what a G.
Bro, David Seaman got chipped from halfway line and lost his team the game, the Super game. Very overrated keeper, broski. Wallahi, yeah, very overrated. Very overrated keeper. People don't realize it.
Top 5.
Alright, cool. I'm brushing.
Naeem, yes, Naeem.
Why are you trying to fight me? Just end the stream, bro.
Naeem.
An insult, bro. Petr Cech, Schmeichel,
end the stream.
Alisson. Come on, we're doing it.
What? All I said was shout out David Seaman.
Can I ask you something, Paz? Did you watch enough of Tony Adams in your life? I didn't. Did you? I watched him when he was with the England national team.
Nah, I'd say no.
You didn't? Okay.
I'd say
I didn't watch a lot of Tony because the way people talk about Tony Adams, he's fantastic. And every time I watched him for England, you just ass.
For me to comfortably you're pissing me off.
Listen, I didn't watch Arsenal then. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't watch Arsenal. I know that Tony Adams was the captain. I think the team that won the league in 98 or something like this. You know what I mean? I didn't watch, to be honest with you.
I want you to know after the stream, I'm blocking you.
One show for the history of Man United fan. Yeah, we need that. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. AMT.
Did you ever watch Dennis Bergkamp? I think he's a little bit overrated.
Dennis Bergkamp was fantastic. Are you mad? Dennis Bergkamp was amazing, bro.
You know what I love? People talk about Gerrard as a leader, but he led Liverpool to absolutely fuck all. It's interesting over them 20 years, ain't it?
He led them
guys, can we end the stream?
I didn't bite. I gave
end the stream, Dave.
We all need to unite and fight the common enemy, Man United.
Michael Owen achieved more.
I want Man United to win. I'm going to tell you something. I want Man United to win today.
Jamie Carragher achieved the same at Liverpool that Gerrard did, but man ain't ready for that conversation.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on Husam's Watch Along. We're out here. Big up everyone supporting the channel.
See you guys.